Good morning. Come on in. Y'all know he doesn't join me right away. I don't understand it. It's just always like this every Saturday. He sits with me while I put the show together, and then for some reason about this time he decides to leave. He'll be here in a minute though.
When we rewind, feels so nice. We time, you I know how to make me feel right. I can't help had this sweet talk. I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk, you need to say let's to me. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way. Why you blushing? Yeah, sweet concussion. Oh, you miss my touching. Good girl. Show me something. Give me more than one thing. I need more than less than I do. Say you're a good guy. Make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it. I wanna see it. See how. Rewind. When we rewind, it feels so nice. I can't help had this sweet talk. I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk. You need to say let's to me. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way. We've been dancing all night long. Right here with you way too long. Don't want nothing here or now. But I'm done waiting, done wasting my time. This sweet talk, I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk, you need to say let's to me. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way. Sweet talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how. Rewind, when we rewind, feels so nice. We time, you I know how to make me feel right. I can't help had this sweet talk. I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk, you need to say let's to me. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way. Why you blushing? Yeah, sweet concussion. Oh, you miss my touching. Good girl.
Good morning, S. Smith.
What up,
Happy
Smith?
Saturday. Come on in. Welcome aboard. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a great Saturday. It's a little bit cooler here today,
Yep.
but you know,
We're alive, healthy, gainfully employed.
another day in paradise, y'all. But I know they got snow in the Midwest, so
They're playing baseball in the snow.
just a no for me.
And in Colorado, some other spots.
Are we
Yeah.
tired of this song, y'all? Is it time to get another intro song? I really, really like this song. It's the only time I listen to it. So let me know. Let me know in the comments if you think it's time to change the song. I understand. This is your show too. So if you think we need to change it, just let me know. I got tons of them. So it might be time to change the song.
Yeah, we like this one though.
I really like this one. Yeah, winter is like, well, actually, we haven't had winter here since the end of February, right? So,
Hey, you know Prince had that song.
oh, you like winter? Okay.
No. He's saying he like. I think they're saying they like the song.
Oh, okay, yay! Yeah, we like the song too because we're gonna listen to. We got 4 more minutes left, so we're gonna listen to.
So that's like 2 more times.
Yeah.
It's a short song.
It is. It's a short song.
I was gonna
and
say.
there is an instrumental version.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like the words.
Yeah.
I like the words.
You know Prince had that song. Sometimes it snows in April.
Keith and I love Prince. I mean,
not as fervently as we did back in the day, but yeah, we got much love for Prince.
I remember when I used to play 1999 all the time. I was living with my grandmother. She used to come in my room
What's your grandmother?
and she'd be like, "Turn this devil music off."
Yeah, that's what my boy.
I used to be like, "Devil music? No, Grandma, this is not devil music."
My boy Braylon's mom used to say that we had the B-sides, some of the off album Prince joints. You know, we have them on cassettes and be trading them around. We would play it so loud, his mom would come in there. I get that devil music out my house.
I was like, "It's Prince. It's Prince. He's talking about the future. He's talking about love."
Prince was talking about a lot of stuff back in the day.
Well, I just looked at it differently.
He vacillated.
I just looked at it differently.
He
But I was
vacillated back and forth.
I was so offended. I was so offended that she thought I was listening to devil music. I went to
Hey.
church like every Sunday. I was like,
Hey.
"Do you really think I'm in here?" Oh, hey, cousin, Khadijah, what's up? DMVR in the house.
What's up, Khadijah?
Khadijah, girl, you are the DMVer. You need to be on the show. You need to be on the show telling us what's going on in DMV.
Khadijah go deep. She go deep in the DMV.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Welcome, cuz, and fellow Howardite. You know, we have another fellow Howardite graduating. That'll be number 4 in our house, won't it?
We got a lot of Howard connection, baby. Between us and your parents and the girls and your cousins,
my
your
daddy,
your sister, your
Did you say, "You think? Mwah. We love you too." Yeah, I know. I don't know. I love Prince, Miss Michael, Miss Whitney.
but their art is here forever.
Yes, it is, and that's key for artists to understand that your art continues. HU, you know. Gotta represent, guys. Gotta represent. HU in the house.
What were you saying, baby?
I don't know. Sometimes I just.
Yeah, I think you were talking about Prince. You were talking about. It's all good.
It's all good. We were
talking about Howard, connectivity to our family.
We've got another graduate happening in a couple of weeks.
Yes, we do.
Our youngest daughter is
Baby girl.
Oh my gosh, we're so excited.
Baby girl about to graduate, y'all.
We're so my pocketbook is super excited.
She is not as excited as we are, I don't think.
No, she's excited.
She's excited.
She's stressed. She was just stressed.
Yeah,
Her
but I'm
last day
saying-
was yesterday.
But our pocket is the one that's most excited.
Yes.
Our pockets are like, our pockets are jamming.
What y'all know about sending money paying tuition money? So today we're talking about. Thank you. We love you. So here we go. We count down. We always try to figure out, is the song going to end right at the end of the countdown?
Probably not.
No, it's not.
It's all good though.
How y'all ever look at TikTok and you see the over 50s dancing? That's me. I need to go ahead and get my TikTok going, Say you're a good guy.
I can't do that.
Did y'all see me and Heath on TikTok doing dances?
They're not ready.
What is this?
They're not ready. We be out there like.
Okay.
What's happening? What's happening?
What's happening? Welcome.
Welcome to Conversation with Heath and Tracy.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
We are here every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. EST, demystifying your move to the DMV. So ask us anything.
If you have any questions, type in the comments. Put a Q or something. Type in the comments, and if you want to do caps, that's fine too. Just so we know you're asking a question.
Yes.
And we will answer it on air. And if you're joining us after during the replay, go ahead and still put your question in the comment. We go through all of our comments every week, and we go ahead and answer them. And sometimes we'll even come back and answer them on air. So go ahead and type your questions or comments in the comments.
And if you move into the DMV, we want to help. That's why we're here.
So what are we discussing today?
We're talking about Deanwood.
Deanwood. Y'all are like, why are y'all talking about Deanwood? What is Deanwood?
Well, we're doing our series on the hot neighborhoods.
The hot neighborhoods, up and coming neighborhoods.
The opportunities for y'all.
Right.
We're trying to share with the people.
And we're going to talk about kind of what happened in the DMV. It was a slow week in the DMV.
But some stuff was happening, though.
But some stuff was still happening.
Because there's always stuff happening in the DMV, baby.
As far as designing your life, we're going to give you 10 things you don't want to forget to do when you're moving. 10 good things you do not want to forget to do.
And if this is your first time here, I am Heath.
And I'm Tracy.
Tracy and our parents, podcasters, and joyfully married after 30 years.
Is it still 30?
It's 30 years until June, baby.
Y'all, sometimes I can't believe it's 30 years.
30 years. June 16th, your man Heath will have been married to Queen Tracy for 31 years. So that's around the corner, y'all.
Okay.
Spring, summer, it's a lot of stuff popping. We got birthday for baby boy coming up. We got a graduation coming up.
Yep.
We got anniversary coming up.
Oh yeah.
We got the reopening of stuff from the panorama coming up. It's about to be on this summer.
It's about to be on and popping this summer.
That's what's happening.
Yeah, and everybody except for one person in my family has agreed to get vaccinated. So we still working on her. We still working on her.
Why are you putting the family
I
business out there?
I just said one person. I didn't say who.
Well, I'm just saying, why are you putting the family
They
business
don't
out
know
there
there's
like that?
7 people that live in our house. So one person in our house is like, we're like, okay.
Look. This is Heath and Tracy and our audience with the DMV.
I can say that.
I'm just saying. I have my 2 vaccinations done.
Me too.
So I'm just letting y'all know.
We good. Good morning.
Mask up and keep it safe out here, y'all.
Okay, so if you need help relocating to the area and you want to subscribe to our channel, we're going to be here every Saturday talking to you live.
Like we are right now.
About moving to this beautiful area. I know everybody's moving to Texas right now. Y'all go right ahead. That red state blues over there.
Look.
The red state blues.
DMV, one of the best places to live on planet
Earth.
Y'all
can move to Florida. Hey. I hear a lot of people move. I'm from Florida.
Shout out to Florida.
I love Florida, but
shout out to the Floridians.
I'm not quite sure about Florida anymore.
Hey, you can at least live in Florida part-time.
I would like to own property in Florida.
Snowbirding in Florida is very underrated.
No, snowbirding in Florida is the tip. Where y'all moving to, Khadijah?
Look.
Girl.
Look. Let people be grown out here. And if you're new here, this is your first time in the show, type new you down in the comments. We want to connect with you after the show, get to know you and vibe a little bit. So type new you in the comments, whether you're watching live or on the replay. Type new you, please.
Good morning, IPR. Thank you for congratulations, S. Smith.
Appreciate y'all.
And Khadijah, you can't move, girl. We just got here. You can't move now.
Look. Keep it moving.
Okay.
Keep it moving.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's right. Not leaving the DMV.
All right.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay. Right. Welcome to Conversations with Heath and Tracy.
Welcome back to Conversation with Heath and Tracy, where we demystify your move to the DMV. Today, we are talking about
Deanwood. Sorry, guys.
We're talking about Deanwood today. Deanwood is one of the oldest neighborhoods in Washington, D.C., in case you didn't know. It encapsulates a small town feel with a big city living vibe. people living in Deanwood enjoy a suburban lifestyle with a close-knit feel, easy access to local shopping, dining, and DC's major attractions, including the National Mall and the White House.
So Deanwood is super affordable, and that's why we chose to talk about it today. So many places we've talked about in the DMV just are really out of price range for people, or it's just kind of scaring you off from the area. But let me tell you something about DMV. You can live here.
You can.
There are so many places you can live that are not that far from the jobs and from town, and with the people that look like you and are like you. And the thing that we like about Deanwood is the opportunity there. It is an opportunity zone right now. It's about 2 square miles, right? About 13,000 people live there. And let me tell you something about that. When Heath and I saw that stat, 13,000 people, we were like, what? And we're super familiar with Deanwood. Deanwood has a different place in my heart. That's where my great-grandfather lived. And my grandmother and my great aunt and even my mom lived for some time while she was at Howard. And it's just one of those places that's kind of in.
Your mom lived in Deanwood?
Yeah, she lived on Sheriff Road with the family for a minute.
And our daughter lived there.
And then my daughter lived there most recently for the past 2 years.
Yep.
And so we've become really familiar with Deanwood.
Yeah, we spent a little time in Deanwood.
Yeah, it's the birthplace of Marvin Gaye. If you all don't know that. This is where Marvin Gaye is from. If you drive, there's a Marvin Gaye
you go through there. It's like
everything.
a big mural of Marvin Gaye on the side of one of the buildings over there, too.
And there's a park with his mural in it, too. So if you can see here, the overall niche grade is lower than some of the places we've been talking about.
Right.
Do not let that scare you.
Don't let the data fool you.
Don't let the data fool you. Let me tell you something. Deanwood is up and coming. Now, if you have small young children and you like a certain atmosphere, no. Deanwood is not for you.
Although there are about, I think it's 20% of the population of children over there.
Yeah, it's not that many children over there. Yeah. But one thing that I do remember about Deanwood is not feeling unsafe. I don't recall feeling like, this is scary over here.
Yeah, I mean,
it wasn't like that at all.
You're definitely in the city. It definitely has a city vibe, but it's very suburban feeling over there, right? It's like neighborly, people out there on the street, they're chilling, they're talking, they're chopping it up, they're doing their thing, a few kids running around, and there are lots of facilities over there too, which is really cool, right? So right here on the map, you can see where Deanwood is in relation to the rest of the city. So right here, essentially kind of due east of downtown Washington. You can see the red triangle there.
We call it east of the river.
That's representing Deanwood, right? So you can see how the river splinters up there. That's the Anacostia River, I think, right, baby?
Yes.
And so Deanwood is just east of the river there. And so you can see, hey, you're in the city proper. There are metro stations, and actually two metro stations
in the neighborhood,
in the Deanwood area, which is really cool, right? And so it gives you lots of latitude around transportation, so you don't have to necessarily have a car. You can move around, walk over to the metro station, and get anywhere into the city or metropolitan DMV that you want to go. So lots of dope things about location.
Yeah, so it's a really rich history. It's as far as civil rights and community activism. The neighborhood was developed. It was a former plantation, and during Reconstruction, the guy was like, "Hey, let me make some money and sell some of this." And of course, it became more of a mixed neighborhood at that point, at the turn of the century. And that's where, like I said, like my great-grandfather owned a few homes over there.
That's dope. And every time we go over there, I always see Nanny Helen Burroughs. And so
she was a big deal. She was a big deal.
That's really cool to see, to learn some additional information about her.
Right.
She was a women's rights activist, and she founded something called the National Training Institute for Women and Girls in
1909.
Yeah, early 1900s.
So that's how long that community has been there.
Right.
So Howard Woodson is someone else that was, he lobbied for specific improvements and to add infrastructure and access to essential services in that neighborhood too. And like we said, this is an opportunity zone.
Yeah,
so
it's been deemed as a federal opportunity zone.
So if you purchase over there, you're going to get tax incentives, and you're going to get, if you have new businesses, you're going to get more money coming in and just helping you build your business there.
No doubt. There's already a real estate company over there, the Warren Group.
Do some different projects.
Yeah, they have if you go to their website, it says they have 4 projects going currently, and so The projects include 2 affordable housing residences and the renovation of the historic Strand Theater. That's right. They're turning that into a dining and entertainment venue. So I mean, stuff is happening. They're taking advantages of these opportunity zones and these dollars that are being supplemented for what their own private equity is going into these projects. And so opportunity is there.
Yeah, we're just showing you some streetscape here. It's tree line. All of the sidewalks are new, literally. They're new sidewalks. They're new. The trees are being kept. People are starting to keep their yards a little bit better. They've improved the streets over there. The new homes going in cost more than the older homes that have been there.
Right.
You do see a lot of people of the lighter persuasion moving in, but you also see people that look like us moving in.
Yeah,
also.
definitely a mixture.
So it's definitely a mixture. This is a picture of the new community center. There's a new aquatic center. They have an indoor pool over there.
Yeah, we used to drive by this all the time. We go.
Yeah, we drive by this part all the time. It's directly across from the metro station. And you just see a lot of, it's not a lot of activity, but you do see a lot of
facilities
going,
a lot of
activity going on.
Development activity.
Yeah, development. So when you want to talk about what else is like Deanwood, you got Central Northeast. It's a little bit closer into Capitol Hill. You got Anacostia. That's going to be on the other side. It's Southeast DC. You got Benning Ridge, which is within DC also, and Capitol View, which is closer to downtown also. The average household income in Deanwood is $45,000. Now, we're showing you this just so you understand who lives there right now.
Right.
That is much lower than the other household incomes we've been showing you in the DC area. Those I know have been hovering about 150 and 120 and 100. So you can see, but what you're actually seeing here is retired people.
Right.
People that aren't working anymore, who've owned their homes over there for a very long time. And that's what you see here. Okay.
Right.
Diversity is a B, and I think they say it's a B because it's mostly African American. And then you have some people have their master's degrees and bachelor's degrees, and then as you can see, most people have some type of degree. So I think it's a pretty good place for that. I did want to pull some of these comments,
the testimonials,
because like I said, we've been very in tune to Deanwood over the last 2 years, and that's why we thought it was a good neighborhood to cover. It's a different neighborhood than what you're used to us talking about, but we thought it was good. They do have playgrounds that are pretty decent. It's pretty safe. You don't walk around and see needles on the ground or anything like that. And it's really, really community. My daughter knew her neighbors. She knew her neighbors' names. They knew her. And even though they are of a different socioeconomic status, it does not change the fact that they're still good neighbors.
Right.
There were no shootings over there the whole time she lived there. Her roommates' cars were never broken into, and they literally just sit them on the streets.
And there's definitely a police presence over there too, right? Because there's a sixth district station is over there, I think, and so. I think DC has definitely improved that over the years in terms of their presence, visibility, and how they police to keep people safe, right? So it's not so much of harassment or anything of that nature around typical citizens, but any kind of thing jumping off, DC police is all over it. So I have definitely seen that.
So we did want to kind of spotlight this. We found this in a Washingtonian magazine a couple weeks ago, and this gentleman, Donald Finley,
highlighting Donald Finley.
He's a
26-year-old
new attorney guy. This is the kind of person buying homes over in Deanwood right now. And as you can see, the home he purchased is either a total new rebuild or it's been something that's been renovated. And Donald said the time was perfect in terms of interest rates, and I had just graduated from Howard University Law School.
Boom.
And he said, I wanted to purchase a home, and he had been staying with family, saving up money, so he was ready. So he said he started looking in December. He knew exactly what he wanted, and he wanted multiple units so that he could rent out the others and just start building his wealth.
Smart.
Right. So he's always been interested in African American communities and economic empowerment. So he felt like Deanwood was a really good place. He thought this was a really good spot for it, and he is right. And he said he only bid on one property. So that's very different different from what we're seeing in the news about real estate and what's going on with real estate. And he said he knew exactly what he wanted.
He was locked in. He was
and
focused.
he knew how to make the offer. Right.
Donna's like, yo, I'm 26 years old. I am interested in being in the community.
Yeah.
He had like a whole soliloquy.
Yeah,
I'm a
he had a
graduate.
whole,
I'm
this
a
is what I'm going to do.
law school graduate of Howard University.
Yeah.
I'm Donald Finley Esquire, and I am about community engagement, community involvement, right? And so he created his whole scenario, I'm sure, when he was putting in the bid, and he got the place. Says his plan is to live in the top and rent out the bottom, right? So that's going to really nullify kind of like his costs each month,
associated,
right? And smarts, right? So he's starting out, he's building his income, he's bringing down his cost basis in terms of his real estate, and I mean he's off to the races. So hey, shout out to you, Donald. 26 years old. I'm gonna have to find Donald. Maybe I can introduce him to.
No. Stop right there. Okay. So I do want to point out,
we
guys.
had to cruise
stop,
to Deanwood.
stop.
See if we can find Donald.
No, we're not doing matchmaking. Please don't ask.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so I do want to point out that even though the market is popping and people are dropping all of their different, waving, and remember last week we said do not ever waive your inspection contingency.
Right.
Donald did not do that.
Yep.
He said the only contingency we had was the home inspection contingency.
He said y'all can drop everything else, but I need that inspection though.
Because he is smart. And he said I paid $538,000. It was initially listed for $575,000. That's unheard of these days. Everything else is going for over the price.
Yep.
Not in Deanwood, right? The home contains 2 separate units, and he's gonna rent out the other one and keep a lot of money in his pocket. So Deanwood is really good for that. So the average home price in Deanwood is about $291. You got the really low end and you got the really high end. The median rent is about $1,000. Now $291 inside DC proper, y'all.
Opportunity.
That's crazy. It is definitely an urban suburban mix.
Yep. About half of the people over there are renting as well.
So there's still a lot of home ownership over there.
It is.
We've seen rental partiality higher in even more expensive areas of town.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of people still own their homes over there.
Yep.
And urban suburban mix is that's definitely what it is. It does not feel like 13,000 people live in 2 square miles over there. It's definitely a bedroom community.
But you're in the middle of the city. Well, you're in the city.
You're in the city.
Yep.
And you're right on the edge.
There's some examples right here of some of the properties that are available currently.
Yeah,
right?
so you're still gonna need that, $400,000-$500,000 to get in over there. But as you can see, a lot of these homes have been renovated.
Right.
If you want to get in under this, you're gonna need to look for a home that needs renovation. So that's what you see here.
No doubt.
Okay.
No doubt.
And I think these are some of the same homes.
I love the Nanny Helen Burroughs Avenue. Right?
Yeah, I really like that too.
Yeah.
And you can get garages over there. You can get larger yards over there. These are some properties that are currently for rent.
Yeah.
So a lot less than other areas. A 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, which is very similar.
What's
Is that Jasmine's house?
I don't know, baby. She doesn't live there anymore.
1055.
She doesn't live there anymore, baby.
Oh my God, y'all! I just realized.
Is that the place where Jasmine used to live?
Yeah, that's what.
That's
I'm
funny.
laughing right now.
That's funny.
So the 2500 is where my daughter used to live. I was looking at it. I was like, that looks really familiar.
1055 48th Place Northeast
That is so funny.
in Deanwood.
Yeah, she doesn't live there anymore, but she lived there for about 2 years, and it was a really cute 3-bedroom home, and it has a nice yard and everything. So
Jump on it.
She lived there for 2 years. It's a great little house. It's very well taken care of too, and it has a basement, so you can have storage.
Boom.
Okay. And if you like everything going on, hit that like button.
Let's see the thumbs
hit
up.
Hit that like button. Hit that like button.
Can we get the like?
Here's some more comments. What is this for? This is for, if you have
People are friendly. The scenery is beautiful.
People always spoke to
there
us.
There are lots of
People sit
activities
out on
over
their
there.
Porches. There's a lot of stuff to do over there.
Little businesses happening.
Yeah. There's lots of little areas that are just very friendly.
No doubt.
You see all different kind of people over there too.
Yep.
Now there are a lot of churches over there.
Oh yeah,
it's
a lot of churches.
Every little block has a little.
Yeah,
church
Jasmine
on
was
it.
giving us kind of like the history of all the churches over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of churches.
Yeah. So
good,
what
though.
what do the locals say? Are there sidewalks?
Yes.
Yes, there are sidewalks. And let me tell you something. The sidewalks are brand spanking new.
I have walked on those sidewalks.
Yes. The parking is
I have parked on those
super
streets.
easy. We've gone over there with 2 cars at one time and
Uh-huh.
had no issue finding parking right in front of the house.
Seen a few dogs over there.
Yep, it is dog friendly. Not a
Yep.
lot of dog barking. Just see the dogs
Been
in
over
their
there at
yards.
night. I've been over there at night.
Yes, the streets are well lit.
Streets are very well lit.
Very well lit. All of the
Mhm.
street lights are working. All of the street lights are new, and
Mhm.
they are working. Are the yards kept? I wouldn't give it a 75.
Yeah, I mean, back to the point that you were making earlier about there being older citizens there.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see that, right? The yard needs a little work and that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
it's nothing crazy.
And do you need a car?
Yeah, I mean, that's really a personal preference, right? And so if you have a car, awesome. If you don't have a car, you can make it work. They got 2 metro stations over there, right? You got Lyft, you got Uber.
Jasmine lived over there.
She lived there for years and didn't have a car.
Yep, she
Yeah.
sure did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go.
So let's see. There's transportation. This is the commuting.
Yep. Transportation. Hey, my commute is 8 minutes with traffic.
Yep.
8 minutes without traffic. 11 to 23
It's
minutes
just
with
not
traffic.
a problem.
Right. So like if you live in the city and you work in the city, I mean
Yep.
that's going to be a good commute for you. So that's something to consider.
Yep, and there are main roads over there. If you need to get to Virginia or get to Maryland, it's just really, really easy to get to Maryland.
Or if you want to jump on the train, go where you got to go.
You can probably walk to the station.
You Gucci.
And let's talk about crime for a second. So as you can see, Deanwood is right in the middle of this pick,
Yep.
and it's mostly light blue.
Right.
It's mostly light blue.
Yeah,
so
that's consistent.
don't get thrown off by what
the grades
you
and
know,
stuff
by
we
the
were looking at
grades
earlier.
and things like that. It's just not that bad.
We
Let
hooking
me
you
just
up
say
with
that.
the come up opportunity.
Yeah,
y'all.
this is definitely a place that's coming up.
Yep.
And they're showing crime here, and like I said, I don't agree with some of this. I don't think it's a C-. I think it's more like a B-.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's similar to all the other areas of the DMV that
Very.
we talked about, right?
Very.
This little,
They got
theft
more-
stuff. Somebody gonna try to get your car, get stuff out of your car, that kind of thing.
We got more car break-ins over here than they do. I'm just being real.
Over here in Nova,
In Nova, they be coming for the cars.
they know where it is.
So you know why? Because my neighbors have
Because
this.
Tracy's on her next door game.
Yeah. Oh, I'm on next door now. My neighbors have a false sense of security here. They do not lock their doors
Yeah.
on their houses or their cars.
They're
Which
like,
is so
yo.
strange to us.
So if you doing dirt out here, you're like, yeah,
It's very easy.
yeah, go over there to
It's very
Nova,
easy.
and let me just check that door handle.
And it's so funny. It's just so funny. That's all they have to do is check the
They're
door
like, what happened to
handle.
my car?
Now, see, we have a question here about schools.
Yeah.
They do have, these are the top public schools serving Deanwood. There are not many schools over in Deanwood. Was it the Ron Walters School is over there? That's a charter school right in the middle of the neighborhood.
Yeah, I think it is a
It's
charter
not
school.
on here, though, for some reason.
Well, it's maybe the charter schools is not what they're considering, public schools. So
okay,
they're showing the public schools that are serving Deanwood. Some of these are like not in Deanwood proper, right? But if you live in Deanwood and you're school age, then you would go to some of these schools, I guess.
Yeah, but Ron Walters School is one of the best schools.
Yeah.
And it's right there.
And
in
it's
the
right there
middle.
in Deanwood.
It's
Yeah.
right there in Deanwood.
But
It
you can
has
see
beautiful
Banneker
facilities.
Banneker Academic High School
one of the
is
best schools
actually
in the
across the
nation.
street from Howard.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm sure they have some kind of bus to take you over to Howard or whatever.
Yeah, so
to
there are.
Banneker, rather.
Yeah, I would really, really research the schools over there, and consider that your child would have to go outside of the neighborhood to a charter school, or there's only one charter school within the neighborhood, and I think it's a high school. So you're gonna have to really stretch for the school situation because there's just not schools over there. It's mostly just neighborhood. Remember, it started off as a plantation and turned, so they didn't really have all of that over there.
But you can see this will give you a few ideas right here with respect to schools.
You have some options.
Yep.
Put it like that. You have options for the better schools.
There you go.
Okay.
Good job, baby.
And hit that like button. Hit that like button. Thank you so much. If you like anything you hear right now, subscribe, hit that like button, and just remember, and if you want us to talk about any other areas around the DMV, just let us know. Hit us up in the comments and let us know if you would like to hear about something.
And tell a friend, too.
else.
Baby, how about some transition music?
Transition music. He got me DJing over here. Let's see
DJ
what we
Tracy
got.
T on the ones and twos. Play that song, Tracy.
Good morning, Kier 007.
What's up?
And yay, Khadijah is not leaving the DMV.
We are so happy about it.
Libby GMZ.
What's
Good
up, Libby?
morning, all the way from Columbia.
Right. Is that
Oh,
Columbia, Maryland?
wow.
Columbia,
I
South
don't know.
America?
Columbia. Which Columbia, Libby? Which Columbia? S. Smith. How are the schools there? Well, that's what we just went through as far as how the schools are. I think you're going to have to look for schools outside of that area. But, DC is so small. Ashburn, Virginia. Oh, we've done Ashburn. Have we done? No, we haven't done Ashburn.
Yeah, we did the neighborhood that's right connected to Ashburn.
Okay, we'll definitely do Ashburn then.
Yeah, we did it. We did.
Ashburn would be a good one.
Check out our playlist from our lives over the last few weeks, Libby, and you'll find some data in the area.
I think there's one. We did do Lake Ridge or something like that. That's out in Loudoun County. But yeah, I think Ashburn would be a good one to do next. Thank you. Okay. South America. Wow.
Okay.
Wow. So
Okay,
my
Libby.
brother has been going down to South America. Reston, but not Ashburn. We did Reston.
Yeah,
we did Reston.
We did Reston.
So yeah, go back through some of our lives, our past lives.
What was the name of the little town that was connected to Ashburn? That was like the little enclave of all of the high.
It was called Lake Ridge.
Lake Ridge? Was that the name of it?
I don't know. We have to go back and look.
Okay.
Yeah, we've done something.
We'll check it out.
These.
It's all good.
South America. My brother has been going to South America like every other week. He lives in Atlanta, and
No, he don't. No, he doesn't.
He lives.
He
he lives in Medellin now.
He lives in Medellin.
He lives in Medellin now because it's just amazing. Every time my mom talks to him, he's like, "Well, he's back in Medellin." I'm like, "Okay." So yeah, he gets on Instagram and he shows everything he's doing in Medellin, and then all his friends and everything. Oh, I want to go. So he ends up going back, and they pay for him to go every single time. So and then now he's connected. He says that when he goes through customs, the guys just be like, "Hey, what's up?" Yeah, so he's right there in Medellin. I don't know exactly what little Cartagena. He goes to Cartagena, and he has some friends there now, of course, because he goes back like every other week.
Shocker.
And he's kind of getting to know the community. He's really thinking about buying property down there, moving down there. So I just love how global our community is becoming and how connected we're becoming. So I just think it's really, really great.
6 degrees of separation is now 1.
So what happened in D.C. this week?
Well,
The museums are opening back up.
are y'all ready?
I'm
The Smithsonian,
so excited.
the
I'm
National
so
Gallery of Art
excited.
reopening soon, y'all.
Yes, so Washington tourist attractions have been, going back and forth with this whole panorama thing.
Yeah, because they shut everything down March 2020, right? When
Right.
everything started happening with the panorama. And then they did some reopenings in the summer.
But it was only like the outside stuff,
Right.
with the exception of the zoo.
Yeah.
So it was just like, the sculpture gardens. Did we do a video on the sculpture gardens? I don't even
I
know
don't
if
think
posted.
so. I don't think you posted it though, baby.
I'm gonna have to.
We did
We're gonna go back. We'll go back to the sculpture gardens and
Mm-hmm.
we'll put some of that video. I think we did show you all some of the video for the sculpture
We
gardens.
did, I think,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So the sculpture gardens were open. That's the picture that you see up here. But for the most part, all of the museums have been closed.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So, and that's one of the cool things about living here. If you are
Definitely.
just, if you just want to get out of the house and do something on the weekend, you don't want to spend a lot of money, you literally can just go to a museum.
Parks,
and it's
museums.
free, and you just hang out.
Everywhere.
And I just think that's one of the best things about
It
living
is.
here. I think it's so, people think, oh, New York. No, it's not even close. Not even close. We have the portrait gallery. My daughter worked around the corner from the portrait gallery. She said on her lunch break, she would just go over there and hang out. And I'm like, that's just so awesome,
Yeah.
And it's not always crowded. There are times of year here that we don't have a lot of people here. So as residents, we can just really, really enjoy our city.
Oh, yes.
And then after the rise of positive cases in November, everything just like closed. They just closed.
They
They
shut it
opened
down.
and they closed again.
Let's shut it down.
But
Yeah.
everything's gonna start opening.
It's coming, it's coming, it's coming.
And it's gonna
It's coming,
over
it's coming,
over the
it's
several
coming.
weeks in May. They're just gonna kind of start opening stuff little
Yeah.
by little, and I am so excited. We're gonna start going all the
It's gonna be
museums.
dope.
Because whenever we came here before, we always just went to a museum. we always just went in and went to a museum because it was there.
Yep.
And the cool thing about that is the museums are so big.
They
and
are.
so
They
vast.
are.
There's no way you can get through
Wear,
one
wear
museum
your
in a
wear
day.
your walking shoes.
Wear your walking shoes. There are a lot of cool places to sit down and relax. Take advantage
Yep.
of that, and bring some money because you're gonna have to
Yeah,
buy
and
something to eat while
yeah,
you're out.
no
and
doubt.
they have all of that everywhere.
In the city, I mean, you can jump on a bike, you can walk, you can grab a bus, you can take a train from one area to another area.
Yep.
Stroll along the mall, get you a hot dog from the vendors, and all of those kinds
Or
of
if you
things.
want to sit down and have a glass of wine in the park,
You-
that's also
you
it's
can
just,
do that
Oh, it's
too.
just so amazing. It's like a little cute European city. We just love it.
It is.
Now, the other thing that happened, y'all.
DC statehood is back on the docket, y'all.
Are we ready for this?
What-
Okay,
What y'all know about
real quick.
What's up, baby?
Real quick. Yes or no?
Do you,
Yes or no?
Do you think that Washington, D.C. should be the 51st state in the United States?
Yes or no? Let's do it real quick. Yes or no?
What's the
Just-
poll say?
What's the poll? Do you think
What's
DC
the vibe, y'all? What's
should
the
be?
vibe? What's the vibe, y'all?
Come
What's
on,
the vibe?
y'all. Do you think DC should be a state? Yes or no? No. Okay.
Nobody
So,
playing? Nobody wants to
it's-
play?
It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. So we think it should be. We
Yeah.
think that it should be. Yeah.
So for the second time in history, the House passed legislation on Thursday to make the District of Columbia the nation's 51st state, bolstering momentum for a once illusory goal that has become a pivotal tenet of the Democratic Party's voting rights
We did
platform.
say Democratic Party. The Republican Party is not for this.
Yeah, I mean, Eleanor Holmes Norton has been out there doing her thing
For
for
30
decades.
30 years.
Decades, right?
At least
So
30 years.
So she's what we call a shadow. We should call it shadow
senator,
shadow
congresswoman.
congressman.
Yeah. She's there, but
Congresswoman.
she does not have a vote.
Yeah. So she has an act that she wrote, that she co-authored, right? Washington D.C. Admission Act, and she's describing it as a bid to restore equal citizenship to the residents of the nation's capital and rectify a historic injustice.
Yeah. They can quarter off what areas are District of Columbia.
Yeah, but
and
taxation without representation.
it needs to stop.
Okay, I pay taxes, but I don't have
I
a
live
vote.
in one of the most expensive cities in the world.
And my congressperson don't have a
and
vote.
I can't have any say in what happens to my country.
So for y'all that
It's
don't
so
know,
wrong. It's
for
so
y'all
wrong.
for y'all that do not know, the population of the District of Columbia is actually bigger than some states. Yes, like
that have voting rights.
Rhode Island and some other states,
Yeah.
right? So
Exactly.
Exactly.
More than Wyoming.
more than Wyoming,
Exactly.
more than Rhode
Exactly.
Island, more than a lot of places.
So I think this is a really good move. I hope it can get passed in the Senate. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Not so sure.
But the vote is coming.
But the vote is coming.
It passed the House.
And it's passed the House.
It's
which
going
is-
to the
This
Senate.
has not happened before, guys. So this is really, really big. I did hear a Republican congressman said, well, when the founders did this, they never intended for D.C. to be a state. And people with the clap back said they never intended for black people to vote, and they never intended for women to vote either. So what are you saying here?
Oh, my
It's
gosh.
like, we've evolved. Let's get with it, y'all.
Yeah, man,
Let's get with it.
600,000 people live in D.C. Come
Can
on.
we get with it? Can we? Now, I
Can we
did
get
hear,
a vote?
Yeah, and I did hear somebody say, well, why don't we just make it part of Maryland? Because actually, it was part of Maryland.
Yeah, parts
So,
of D.C. were part of
It
Virginia.
was part of,
that was part of Maryland.
It was part of, so,
Yeah.
and I don't think it was ever part of Virginia. It was part of Maryland.
Yeah, part of D.C. Part of Virginia was. I think this part that we live in was part of D.C.
No, this was part of D.C. The part we live in was part of D.C.
Yeah.
Ooh, and that's another thing I've heard them say. Give Northern Virginia back to D.C. And I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about that. But whatever, it doesn't matter to me. I think it's great.
Well, the
either way
Democrats control the House, the Senate, and the White House, and so this
It's a good time
is
to
back
try.
on the docket, and it could happen, y'all.
It could
so
happen.
hey, send some good vibes to the people. Of
It was a
DC.
close vote, though. It was 216 to 2-8.
Yeah,
and
just
it was
along
right
party
on
lines.
It's
Just
right
along-
on party lines.
Yeah, along party lines.
So they feel like they have a moral obligation to
Mm-hmm.
pass this bill, and it's the first time in history.
There you
First
go.
time in really. It's definitely a moral obligation. Let's see what we got here in the comments. What we got in the comments?
Who's in the comments? What's going on? What's going on?
Hey, Crumped.
What's up, Crump?
919.
919, my man, right there. What's
Hey,
good, dude?
what's up from the RTP area?
Yes.
Yes, S. Smith, we love the museums.
Museums are dope.
We love the museums.
We love it. We love it.
Yes, yes. Care 107, Care 107, 007 said yes.
Yes.
Khadijah said yes.
DC
Good
should be a
morning,
state.
Russell.
What's up, Russ?
Russell said yes.
DC should be a state.
S. Smith said yes. And
Mhm.
Care 007 dropped the knowledge on us. More people live in D.C. than live in Wyoming.
Truth.
You know? So the next thing we wanted to talk about was,
Might
you
be
know how
more
we like
people in,
to.
might be more people in DC than in Alaska too.
You think so?
Might be. You gonna get some more transition music?
I'm looking, baby. I'm looking.
Transition music,
Let's
right?
see. What's this? What's this right here? Make Guam and Puerto Rico. You know what?
Mhm.
My grandmother is from Puerto Rico.
Mhm.
Well, was from Puerto Rico. And
Mhm.
as a young person, I spent every summer in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, the PR.
It is just a beautiful, beautiful place. It's
Mhm.
just really magnificent. The
Yeah.
people in Puerto Rico, if you ever get a chance to go to Puerto Rico,
Mhm.
the people are beautiful.
Mhm.
You can see the Taino, you can see the Latin influence, you can see the African influence in their faces. It's just an amazing, amazing place. The beauty, there is a what do you call it? Jungle in the middle of the
Rainforest.
Rainforest in the middle of the island. If you go, now this is a warning, I have been. If you go to the rainforest, El Yunque,
Uh-huh.
do not walk in.
Don't
Stay
walk
on.
in.
Stay on
What
the
you mean
trail.
don't walk in?
I'm going to tell you.
I'm at the rainforest. I want to go in.
No, it's very tempting because the beauty is just amazing.
I want to go into the rainforest.
No, stay on the trail.
Okay.
Stay on the trail.
Okay.
Stay on the trail.
Stay on the trail. Okay, we got it.
You walk into if you walk in,
What happens if you walk in?
you'll be lost.
They were like,
You will be lost.
they was. He went into the rainforest and we ain't seen him.
He's gone. No, it's that thick. It's that thick.
Some
It's that
dense.
wet.
Yeah.
It's that dense. It
Okay.
is absolute. It's just beautiful.
That's
it's
what's up.
beautiful. Yes, we agree. We agree. Yes. Oh, really, Austin? Oh, yes. Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rican.
Gotta
Boricua.
love it. Gotta love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Russell says, let's see. I was stationed in Guam while in the Navy, and
Okay.
I've been to Roosevelt Roads,
Puerto
Naval
Rico.
Base in Puerto Rico. Well, oh yeah.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
there are a lot of stations over there, but it's just a really, really beautiful place. If you haven't been to Puerto Rico, definitely go and check it out. They have really, really been neglected by our government for so many years. But let me tell y'all something. Puerto Ricans, they want to stay Puerto Rican. They just want to make sure that they are getting the benefits of being Americans too.
Right.
And I just remember as a little girl going over there.
Much like the citizens of DC.
Angie, what's up, girl? Now, y'all, I'm going to have to show y'all my girl, Angie. And this woman right here looks exactly the same.
Frozen in time.
Frozen beauty right here.
It don't crack.
Don't crack at all. Hey, girl, I love you.
What's up, Angie?
I love you. My
Okay,
husband
look.
even knows who you are.
Okay, look, but I want to put a pin in my man Russell right here.
Okay.
Just for a moment.
Okay.
One, I wanted to acknowledge Russell's service, and we appreciate you, brother.
Thank you so much, Russell.
And Russell was in the Marine Corps like your uncle.
Oh, my Uncle Ronnie, yes, was in the Marine Corps.
Shout out to Marine Corps.
Shout out.
That's what's up. Okay. I just wanted to go back and make sure I acknowledge my man Russell.
So if y'all are thinking of moving to the DMV, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just moving anywhere. Let's just keep it real. If you're moving anywhere.
Designing your life. This is the section of the show that we call Designing Your Life.
Okay.
One of the things that you want to do when you're designing the life that you are looking to achieve in the new place, in the new space,
is visualize.
you got to see it in your mind.
Visualize.
Visualize it. Talk about where are you going to put your stuff?
So, y'all, I'm really anal when it comes to us moving. I literally visualize where every single piece of furniture is going to go.
Baby, I don't think anybody on this show would have known that you were anal.
Is that a dig, y'all? I think that's a dig.
That was not.
You need to stop.
No, I'm saying in
You
terms
see how
of.
passive aggressive my
No.
husband is?
What I'm saying is, in terms of how you like your space, in terms of the organization and how you structure things, that you have a vision.
See how you trying to clean it
you
up, y'all?
have a
keep going.
specific motivation
Keep going.
around the crispness
Okay.
and the order in
Yeah.
which you need to have your space in, and I appreciate that about you.
Yeah, he had to clean it up, y'all. So, said
With
with
love.
love.
With love.
Thank you, Karen
love.
007. Yes, he said that with love.
Karen 007 saw that Michael Jackson joint.
Yeah.
With love.
With love. Now I said this with love. So map out every place you're going to put your furniture,
Map it out.
your current furniture.
Yes.
Right?
Mhm.
And then whatever doesn't fit, whatever you can't get up the stairs,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, just sell it. Just give it away, sell it, have somebody come pick it up.
Yeah.
Don't take it with you.
Yeah.
Don't take it with you thinking, oh, I'm going to find a place for it.
And I love this, right? Because Tracy did this with the places that we moved to, right? And so when you find a place online or you go and see a place, sometimes when there's not furniture laid out in the in the space, you can't really quite envision everything and what your life will be exactly.
Yeah.
This woman here finds a place and then takes inventory of everything that we have in our existing space and then physically places it in the rooms throughout the house, throughout the apartment, throughout the townhouse, whatever it is, of how we're going to live when we're in there. And so I said, baby, are we going to take this piece? She said, no, we're not taking it.
Yeah.
I said, wait, but that was the
No.
piece that.
It doesn't have any place to go.
But baby,
No.
we've had this in our
Let
family
it go.
for.
Let it go. It's going to be all right.
She like LIG. I was like, what?
Child, our house will look crazy.
But
We
when
kept
you
everything
get
we
there,
wanted to keep.
when you get there and you already have a place for everything that you have, and then if you need to pick up one or two pieces, once you get to your new location to finish off your space, it works out so well.
Yeah, so sell what doesn't fit. Also, clothing.
What you gonna wear?
What type of clothes do you need for the climate you are moving to?
Right. So like maybe if you live in Florida or you live in Texas and you move into the DMV,
Ooh,
you might need a
to
coat.
buy some socks.
You might need some socks.
You're going to need some extra underwear.
You might need some boots.
You're going to need a hat.
You might need some long handlers.
You're going to need some gloves.
My dad said, "You better get your long handlers, fella.
Yep.
Get your that hawk out there, fella. You better take." You better put your long handlers on.
I had to learn this lesson when I moved here from Florida the very first time. My friends, they were like, "Girl, you ain't got no socks."
Girl, where you socks
I was like,
at?
"I barely have shoes."
Girl,
I wear penny loafers
yeah.
and sandals.
They're like, girl, we not in New York, but it gets a little colder here than it does in South Florida.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. The next thing you want to do is plan out your commute and the
Yeah.
cost of your commute.
Right.
Don't just go buy that house because that house was pretty and or just because of this. But understand what your daily life is going to be like
Right.
because that contributes to the quality of your life.
We talk about that a
So,
lot on the show too,
yeah,
right?
we really do.
Where do
It's
you
about-
work? Where do you live? What does that look like? How long does it take you to get there? How are you going to get there? Are you going to drive yourself? Are you going to take the train? What are the costs of that? What are the other impacts of that to your life? You got to know how that shapes up.
Yep. The other thing you want to do is join the Nextdoor app. If y'all can see that right there, let me pull that away. It's a little green N
The
right
green
here.
N
The
right
little
there?
green N right here.
Next door.
Nextdoor. Join the Nextdoor app on your phone, and it's gonna give you all your neighbor's business.
Tracy knows what's happening.
Y'all, I get up in the morning, I be like this. I be scrolling. Who broke into who house? Who talking about who? Who yelling at
Tracy's
who
like,
for
"He,
taking stuff?
You know,
People-
4 streets over so-and-so, what happened?
Sorry, we're out of focus here. There we go. Yeah, I tell Heath all the goings on in the neighborhood.
Babe,
It'll
how
tell
you know that?
I'm on Nextdoor. If y'all are not on Nextdoor,
Yeah.
no, we are not sponsored.
No.
They are not sponsors of this show.
Nope.
Get on Nextdoor. Get on Nextdoor. It is amazing. It's so much fun.
Yeah, and
It's
I
so much
sold
fun.
stuff when I lived in North Carolina. I used to leverage Nextdoor
And
for
sell stuff.
getting rid of things that I
Yep,
didn't necessarily
it was so
need, or like
easy.
we bought something new. It's
Yep,
like all of a
didn't
sudden we don't
need
have a
it.
place for this thing or that thing or some sports equipment or whatever it is. Right? You just go on Nextdoor. It's like, yo, I got this over here, $50. Come get it.
Come and boom, it's gone.
People roll up in the truck.
People say, "Oh, I bought too much mulch. Come and get it." Boom, it's gone.
Yep.
Oh, y'all, so the funny joke on our next door last week was the
What's the joke?
hostas. The hostas in
The
the yard.
hostas, people
So,
digging up the hostas.
No,
out
let
in
me
the
tell
yard.
you why. Because the deer eat them. So you plant all these beautiful, blooming flowers in your yard, and deer come and get them. We have like generational deer in our neighborhood. It's like the grandchildren. Of
Y'all
the,
heard
of
it.
the
Y'all heard of
deer.
generational wealth. We got generational
We got
deer.
we got generational.
They
deer.
stroll through.
They
like,
look straight at you. I'll be making my coffee in the kitchen. They looking in the window.
One of them gave me the head nod one day. He was like, "What's up?"
No, I can't take it. So I have my yard sprayed, and yeah, that might be a little bougie for some of y'all, but I can't take the deer like strolling through my yard like they live here. I
They're
don't
like,
like
yo,
it.
man, I like these roses over here, man. I like to nibble on these right here.
And they just look at
It's a
you.
nice little
They just
treat.
really look at you like, these are good. Have
Yeah.
you tried these? And it's like, no, get out my yard.
My mama said she been eating on these for like 30 years.
Yeah, so it's a
she
no.
showed me what was
Please
happening.
go away. So anyway, we got off subject there. The next thing you want to do is check your insurance rates.
Yep.
Check your insurance rates for your new house,
Mm-hmm.
for your car,
Yep.
for your home.
Mhm.
Make sure they're lined up with your budget. That's
Right.
just something you don't want to be surprised about.
Yeah, because those numbers might be different from where you are right now. It might
Ours
be more.
actually
Might
went
be Yeah,
down.
it might be less.
Ours went down.
We were
like,
pleasantly surprised.
tremendously,
Mhm.
tremendously.
Yeah, from North Carolina to here, we were like, it's
Mm.
less? What?
Yeah. And then how close are the services that you're used to?
Yo, my pizza joint.
Your beauty salon, your pizza joint,
Well, I'ma
where
get
you
my-
work
I'm
out,
gonna get my clothes clean.
where you get your nails done.
Where your
How
services?
close are those services to you? Don't assume
Mm-hmm.
that they're going to just be right there.
It
in
might
the
be different.
neighborhood. Yeah, and you might not even like it. So make sure you
Yeah.
have, you
Or it
keep
might be
track of that.
closer than what you're accustomed
Yeah,
to.
it might be better.
Mhm.
Now this is something that I do.
Go ahead,
and I
baby.
just really wish everybody would do this.
Talk to her, baby.
But
Talk
when
to
you
her.
move into a house,
Mhm.
you have to eat. And I think we forget that.
Everybody got to eat.
We forget that. So what we have a tendency to do is
Mm-hmm.
eat out, and then you get fat. You get fat.
Not to mention the strain on your budget.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So what you want to do is have your budget ready,
Mhm.
right? For about 3 times what you normally spend on groceries
Mhm.
to just stock. You just want to boom, that refrigerator is fat, that freezer is fat, that pantry is fat.
Uh-huh.
And that gives you a level of security and a level of comfortness just in case some weird weather moves in
Mhm, mhm.
or, just anything kind of pops up that you're not able to get to the grocery store.
Yeah.
And you have food. And that gives you a comfort level
Yeah.
of being in your new home. And it gives you just a security, a level of security also of living in your new home.
And the last year gives us some great examples of that too, right? With respect to the panorama, is like,
Yeah.
hey, if you got food in your house, and now all of a sudden you don't have to go out to the store as much and
Right.
be concerned about contracting different things and so forth, right? It's like, hey, I got my stockpile already in the house. Well, and we also had like the whole kind of insurrection craziness, right? And so all of a sudden it
Yeah.
was just like, I ain't really trying to go
I'm just
nowhere
gonna
at the
stay
moment.
inside,
Let me
yeah.
tell- let-
Right.
you need to let that stuff calm down.
Right.
So if you got your food, you get your house, everything is tight, then you're good for a minute.
Yeah, the other thing that we recommend is if you're moving to another city or something like, stay in a hotel or have someplace else to stay at least 2 nights.
Mm-hmm.
Because what we found is when you move in, sometimes things aren't working.
Yeah.
And what that does is it adds added stress because you're like, I'm staying here tonight. This has to work.
I moved into this house and the water ain't working right.
The TV's not working. The internet's not working.
Oh man, I got
you
snow on the
know.
TV.
It's just like it doesn't give you that comfort thing.
Yeah.
So just have enough money to stay somewhere or stay with friends or something for a couple of nights so that you can be comfortable when you move into your new home.
Right.
The other thing is securing parking permits, especially if you're moving here to the DMV.
If you got a vehicle, you got to make sure you got somewhere to park
for
your
the
vehicle
moving truck and
safely,
everything.
legally,
Yeah.
right? So hey, if you got a garage, you got a driveway, then you Gucci, right? But if you have street parking, maybe you need to use some kind of garage facilities. All those things require permits and arrangements and payments and so forth. So make sure you get that tight.
Yeah. And last but not least, guys, don't forget, if you're moving to a new city and you have friends or coworkers or relatives in that city, invite them over like right away.
Post panorama.
Well, we didn't do that.
We had a little socially distanced thing.
Yes, we did.
It was just a couple
And,
people.
and let me tell you why to do that. You make your connections to that city right away. You're
Right.
letting people know. I think you're important enough to let you know that I'm here and I live here and I welcome you to my home. And it also gives you instant connection to someone there.
Right.
So make sure you do that too. That's really, really going to make your move to your new home feel good. It's going to make your new home feel really, really good.
I like it.
You like it? We're going to go into some more music here
A
for a
little more
second.
transition music.
I don't know what this is, but this one's a little different. Hey.
This has been a great show that we've had today. Conversations with Heath and Tracy. Demystifying your move to the DMV.
I don't know what this is, y'all. I just
Shout
liked it,
out.
I guess. I think I like the beat. So if it has some weird words, don't worry about it.
Hey, that's
It's
more
all right.
love for Russell right here. Shout
Yeah.
out. Shout out from Kid 007.
Right. Say it with love.
With love.
So, let's get rid of that. So, let's see. Russell says,
What's Russell
I
doing?
want to move to North Carolina.
Okay.
Love North Carolina, y'all. I don't want to live there anymore, but no, it's a great place to live. Maybe Raleigh, Durham
Okay.
area, but Charlotte is a place I've become familiar with. The city. Okay, so
Got it.
So yeah, that is such a good point. They're so different though, Russell. They're so different. Understand that.
Yeah.
To me,
Hour and a half
Raleigh,
difference.
they're hour and a half. Is it an hour? Yeah, about hour and a half difference. Charlotte is
No, it's 2.5 hours.
it's 2.5. Yeah, I think it's 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Charlotte is more city and it's got interstates running through it and kind of stuff like that.
Yeah.
To me, Raleigh Durham is more business focused, family focused, and things like. If you go in there, and you're looking for a wife. If you have a family, I think RTP is a good place. Raleigh Durham.
So I think when I envision those two areas in my mind's eye, I think a frequent term that I hear on Charlotte is a mini Atlanta. It's a
mini
a
Atlanta.
mini Atlanta,
Yeah.
like 20, 30 years ago, Atlanta maybe is what Charlotte
No, I don't even
is.
think it's that, y'all.
Yeah, I mean, just in terms of a little bit more metropolitan, you have a couple sports teams there, pro sports teams. You have some
You have
commerce,
high-rise buildings,
taller
and-
buildings,
yeah.
suburbs around the city. Whereas RTP, Raleigh Durham, the downtown is about that big,
Yeah.
and
Not a lot to do.
But interestingly, there's probably slightly more commerce that happens in RTP in Raleigh Durham area than does in Charlotte, right? And so visually, you see the big buildings in Charlotte. You're like, oh, you got the big banks and so forth and so on. So it's got to be like so much more money. But my experience and working and selling into those markets and knowing lots of colleagues, I think that actually is more commerce happening in RTP.
So I think there's more commerce happening in RTP, depending on what you're going to be doing, though. I think that Charlotte is maybe a little bit more comfortable, if you know what I mean. So keep that in mind, too. Care 007 said, Tracy, this is why you and Heath are such a good team. Girl, let me tell you something. After 30 years with this brother, I know him so well.
It's almost 31.
Almost 31, almost 31. And Angela said, now this is funny, girl. No, you didn't. Are you rubbing it in? She says, are y'all still doing stairs? Yes. Let me tell you something. My house is, how many sets of stairs do we have? 1, 2.
It's a lot.
So we have 4 levels.
Yep.
So you got to come, and we have a walk up.
Yeah.
So
if
you
come
drive in the house, you got to walk up the stairs to get to the main level. Then
Yep.
to get to our bedrooms, you got to get up to another level. And then my daughter lives in the attic. She has her own attic apartment. So that's another level.
Yeah. So there you go.
So yeah, we're still doing stairs. But let me tell you something.
Keep it in shape.
It keeps you in shape. It keeps you. But we do dream of one day living on one level.
Well, maybe when we're doing our snowbirding thing.
Yeah, we're going to try to snowbird down there with you,
A
Angie.
little Florida thing.
So we're going to try to snowbird. I was looking
Maybe
at
1.5.
the presidents right behind you, right over there, so we can hook up at the Starbucks with some coffee, walk to the Starbucks. We're going to have to get together for your little workout routine, girl, because you got it going on.
Okay. I see you out here.
You got it going on. We're going to talk about that.
Okay, Angie.
And then let's see. Libby says, ha, I'm the same. Okay, Russell, let me tell you something.
The
about
deer are so beautiful.
No.
Such beautiful animals
No.
that God has given us.
If you had the deer we have,
Let the deer be.
it's freaky, y'all.
Russell says, "Let the deer."
The deer
be
looking
deer.
in your window,
They just flowing through.
staring at you.
They just flowing through, trying to see what's going on their
and
property.
they not running through. They're strolling.
Yeah.
Like they have been here for I've been here longer than you.
They're like, yo, I know these trees, I know these bushes. We've been out here for a minute.
It's
Welcome to the neighborhood, Heath and Tracy.
It's too much. It's just really too much. It's really, really too much. What's the next question?
James Davis.
Deer are so beautiful. Meh. Okay. Next.
Is this like my boy James Davis, or is this somebody else James Davis?
He didn't say. He would tell you if it was your James Davis.
All right, that's cool.
Best
What's up?
restaurants
What's up,
in
James?
DC. Best restaurants. There are so many.
So many.
There are so.
Hey, work the apps.
Okay, wait. Let's tell more. So
you want to hear our favorite restaurants?
So
that's a
we
different
love
conversation than the best
Founding
restaurants.
Farmers. We love Founding
Founding
Farmers.
Farmers is cool.
We love La Vie.
We love La Vie. Yep,
So
down on
Founding
the
Farmers
waterfront.
is like the fresh food. It's kind of like
Farm to
upscale,
table. Little farm to table
home
action.
cooked kind of meals.
Yeah.
They have like a really cool bakery, and the atmosphere is like really cool.
Multiple locations.
Yeah, multiple locations, and the food is different in every location. That's another thing
Well,
that's
it's
really
slightly
cool.
different.
No, it is different. They have the bakery's about the same.
Yeah, that's true.
But the food is different in every. They have like really good macaroni and cheese. Their chicken. They have fried chicken, like real fried chicken, y'all.
And they
it's
have
really
rotisserie
good.
chicken, baked chicken.
Let's see. We just got a new restaurant called Yardbird.
Yardbird.
It's pretty good.
In case you don't know the colloquialism around Yardbird, that's chicken.
Another favorite restaurant of ours is
Yardbird never had a chance.
We like La Vie.
La Vie down on the waterfront.
It's really beautiful.
Bring the bag.
It feels like you're sitting in like a palace. And the bar area, it's just like one of those really high-end brunch, lunch kind of locations. You're looking out on the water.
Oh, you know me and Tracy, we
going
going through that 6 deep, so we got to bring the bag and we go over there.
Yeah, there's so many good restaurants here. They're getting better. I think they could do better. We're going somewhere tonight. That's not too far from here. We'll tell you about it another time.
Okay.
But there's a lot of RPM Italian is another place somebody told me about.
Haven't
If
been
you
there.
like Italian food, yeah. So my esthetician was telling me about RPM Italian.
Okay.
So that's really good.
I'll go with that.
We have these food trucks here. There are a lot of really good black restaurants here
Food
too.
truck gang.
So what's it called? The New Vegan. NU Vegan. Oh my gosh, it's up Georgia Avenue off Howard University's campus.
We've eaten there before, right?
The food, y'all, it's like if you order chicken. Is it chicken nut? No, chicken wings. They kind of look like, it tastes just like chicken wings.
They just like chicken, just like chicken.
But it's not chicken. And they have their food is just it's soulful. New Vegan is just so soulful.
Yep.
Another place is Sankofa.
Okay.
They have like shakes and stuff that they're really good. There's what's the name of the, y'all, we can go on and on and on.
There's a little spot,
if you have
seafood
any
spot
spots,
near us, Chase and Tail.
Chase and Tails is really good. They have
Shout out Chase and Tail.
Chase and Tails. They have all kind of Sloppy Mama's barbecue is really good.
That's a pretty good spot near us.
Yep, they have very good. And the service, I would have to say this.
Okay.
The service is good here.
Yeah, you like
The
that.
service is very
I'm big on
I'm
service.
all about service. So if you have any favorite restaurants down there, put them in the comments.
Trace and I have some service backgrounds for those of y'all that didn't know back in the day.
Yes.
A few decades ago.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Angie says she can't wait.
All right. Yeah,
Can't
no,
wait.
that'd be so much fun, Angie. We got to get our coins up, though.
No doubt.
We got to get our coins up.
It's a process.
Well, guys, if you've enjoyed your time with us today,
Oh, we need
just
some
wanna
music, though.
say, Oh
We
my
need some
gosh,
music.
here we go. We're gonna have some music.
We got to send the people out with some vibes. Thank you for joining Heath and Tracy Live. Conversations with Heath and Tracy. We so enjoyed our audience today, sharing with the demystification of the relocation to the DMV for your living association. We thank you for joining us, being a part of our esteemed community. And we know and we say that all is well with you today. Do we want to entertain this last comment or question?
I just put it up. Thanks for your comment, Danielle.
Thank you, Danielle. we appreciate you today.
So many great things about living in DMV. And if you enjoyed your time with us today, join us again next Saturday. We start about 11 a.m. We hop on here with a little music, a little groove and everything.
Yes.
And remember,
if you're going to move, if you're going to go somewhere, wherever it is that you're going, don't just live there.
design your life there, guys.
One love
We love you.
from Heath and Tracy.
Peace out.
Have a great day, and we'll see you on the other side the next time. Every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're not having wine, but we have a great time.
I drink wine.
But on the show,
Maybe we can. It's
we
too
can
early.
have
It's too
wine
early. I guess we could.
go.
It's too early though. If
It's
you
a
want us
little
to come
early.
on another time, guys, let us know too. We're thinking about doing Joyfully Married After Live. So let us know what you think about that. I know that voice is just so nice. Yes.
thank you. Thank you for the compliment with Heath and Tracy Live. For those of you that are in relationships,
He's into this now.
if you want to have some additional dialogue connected to
Thanks,
our
Russell.
experiences in being married for 31 years, we are having additional thoughts about another show connected to our relationship coaching. So let us know if that's something that you're interested in. Drop a comment and we'll see you again.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Bye. Love y'all. See y'all next week.
Just give it up. I'm not your girl and I never will be. Don't call me up. Don't waste your time.
Glad you joined too, Angie. So good to see you.
Take care now.